Oh, hey, babe. Making you some steamed veggies, just how you like them.
Great.
And a batch of brownies.
Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be my best period hacks. You know, what I do when I'm on a diet, I'm eating healthy, and then I get my period and I have all these cravings. Having your period is the worst, you guys know it. When you get it randomly and you're just like, why? I'm going to be sharing all my best hacks for when I have my period, such as, you know, what I do when I'm working out, what I do when, you know, I have cravings and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to hear all of my best period hacks, then just keep watching. My period, by the way, is not like, oh, it's just a little breeze, you know, it's only like a 3-day light period, you know, don't even need to wear a tampon or pad. No, I have like the Mac Daddy of periods. It lasts like 7 days, sometimes 8. It's heavy, because you really want to know that, and I crave everything. You know, you're craving chocolate and pickle juice, and you're like, why? Why? It's not a good period. Sometimes I'm really sick on it, and I'll get like really sweaty, and I'll feel like I have a fever, or I'll need to throw up. Like, my period has never been easy breezy. Like, it's always been this way since the day I got it. It's always been a nightmare. The first has to do with cravings. You know, what can we do to still stay healthy, still stay on our diets? You know, we've been doing so good. We're not gonna let our period come and ruin that. If you are craving ice cream, you have to try this. We made this when we were on vacation. It's banana ice cream. It is so good. It tastes like the real thing. It has the consistency of froyo.
So this recipe is super simple. The night before we froze 4 bananas, then the next day we poured milk and the bananas in a blender. You blend it all up. You can use any milk. Almond milk is going to be healthier, but we ran out, so we're using half and half. And then when you're done blending it, it comes out like this.
So if you're like me and all you want to do is curl up on the couch and eat a nice big bowl of ice cream, try this, because at least you're eating, you know, bananas and stuff rather than like chocolate Dairy Queen ice cream, you know what I mean? So the next tip with cravings is plan out some snacks. You know, we always talk about meal prepping and planning for meals, but plan for snacks as well. You know, have some things that are like sweet and salty, like cheese and fruit. Like, I love strawberries and cheese. It's one of my favorite snacks ever. And you kind of get like, I don't know, when you have your period, you know how you're craving like super salty or super sweet? That takes care of it. Another thing I'll have is a chocolate protein shake, because it reminds me of, you know, drinking like a Wendy's milkshake, which are my favorite milkshakes ever. So tip number 2 is to burn some calories. So this is great because not only will it help you feel better, so you're sitting there and your cramps hurt. You know, cramps get worse when we're just like sitting like this, because that's all we want to do when we have our periods, right? And you have like the worst cramps and you're just like, this hurts. If you get up and move around, it just helps the body. It helps not feel all cramped up. Also though, once your period goes away, you will be a lot less bloated, because you know how you can like look puffy in your stomach when you have your period. If you are burning calories when you have your period and working out a little bit, you don't have to go super hard, but just doing a little bit, it will help the bloating go away when your period is over. And I'll notice, you know, when I have my period, my abs might not look as good. I might not even have them at all. But then if I'm still working out with my period, I'll notice that the minute it goes away, my stomach is right back to where it was. Okay, so my third period hack has to do with the skin. So I get the worst period pimples. I'll get like a few big ones and I can feel them under the skin, and all I want to do is squeeze them, but nothing comes out. Do you get those ones? I think they're called like cystic acne. I always get them around my period. It's really hard for me to avoid. So one thing that I do is I am on Retin-A. Whether you're on Retin-A or you just use like benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid, do you notice that when you use it when you have your period, your face can get worse? Like, it can look more red or more dry? That's because our skin is so much more sensitive when we have our periods. That's why a lot of times if you get your eyebrows waxed or bikini waxed, they'll say, you know, don't schedule this around your period because our skin is extra sensitive. So here we are, you know, with these big period pimples, and we're putting medication on it and it's just not getting better. It's looking worse. Our skin gets peely and red. So my little trick that I've been doing is I will take Retin-A, whatever pimple cream or gel you use, take it and mix it with moisturizer and then apply it to your skin. It is so much better because, one, it kind of dilutes it in a way, but it also is moisturizing your skin while still having that little kick in there to, you know, combat the oil of the pimple and really clean out the pore. Okay, so hack number 4 is great if you are scared that something is going to leak, you know, you're wearing like white pants, or just, you know, you have a heavy flow and you're like, oh no, shit's going to get crazy, like I'm scared. So I actually wasn't even gonna include this in the video because I was like, I'm sure everyone knows, but when I was talking to one of my friends, she was like, I've never heard of that. So I thought, why not include it in the video? This is actually what I do. So yeah, so what I do when I need to take extra precaution, when just, you know, a tampon is not enough, I buy those panty liners that are pads, but they're for a thong. And this is what my friend was saying. She didn't know that they even made those. But they do make thong, I don't know if they're just called panty liners, but they're in the period section. And you put them over your thong so they're not like the big pad, because I can't wear a big pad with a thong. So you get that, then I wear a super tampon, and I am good. That is like my guard. I don't have to worry about anything leaking. I don't have to ask a friend like, oh, can you check? No, when I have those 2 things, I'm good to go. And my last hack is great if you have to be in a swimsuit or you're going to be showing your stomach and, you know, you have that period bloat and if your stomach doesn't look the way it normally does, it looks like, you know, your period stomach. The best thing you could do is no sodium, or if you can't do no sodium, then low sodium. Honestly, it makes such a difference because sodium makes us bloated in general. So whether you have your period or you don't, sodium will make you more bloated. Like diet soda, canned food, stuff like that. And you know, when you have your period, you're already bloated and we can't help it all the time. So you don't want to add any extra to that by having a lot of sodium. So reduce the sodium a couple days before. If you know you're going to be getting your period, I know I have a lot of friends that are like, yeah, I know the exact date that I get my period, and you know, they always know. So if you can start it now, you know, like, oh, Friday I'm going to the beach and Wednesday I get my period, I'm gonna stop the sodium now. So that would obviously be ideal. But if you're like me and you just get it randomly, then just no sodium that day or 2 days, however many days before will help. And don't forget to drink lots of water, you know, pee often when you have your period. It will help with the bloatedness and that puffy look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. Leave any of your period hacks down below. I would love to read them. And thank you so much for watching. So have an awesome day and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!